Sustainable luxury, sustainable, secondhand, shopaholic, affordable luxury, Saturday, Sunday. You know I love my alliteration. So I am really trying to do a lot more sustainable luxury, especially for clothing and shoes and things like that. Because a couple reasons. A, I think I spend too much money on designer clothes and shoes. And A, I think they're overpriced. I think everything, well, designers in general obviously are overpriced, but I don't think the value is there as much for the clothing as it is for, say, the bags or the jewelry. Like bags, especially the bags that I like to buy, hold their value, increase in value over time, actually off the lot, things like that. Like they increase, they're worth more than what I paid for them right away. Not that I ever plan to sell them, but if I did, it's like a peace of mind knowing that they are more, their value is still there. It's like buying a stock of something, right? I have stocks in a lot of things. I don't plan on selling them, but I know that the value is there and they're growing over time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, one day I will, you know, but whatever. Clothes depreciate, right? Right as soon as you get them, they're not worth as much. I don't think you can ever, unless it's super limited edition, unless it's super hard to get, collab or something like that, usually clothing and shoes decrease as soon as you buy them by a lot, right? And so I'm trying to save money. And also it's like girl math, gay math, whatever math. You know, I buy a secondhand shirt for like, let's say it's $100 versus the retail price is $500. It's $400 savings. That $400 is free money, right? It's $400 because I would have spent $500 on it. Now I'm spending $100 on it. So maybe $400 can go towards something else. Food, you know, sushi fund, shopping, towards another bag, whatever it is. And look, I totally understand $100 is still a lot for a shirt. I used to be much more about affordable spending. When I was a kid, it was like Nike and Adidas and whatever those, like, you know, American Eagle, Abercrombie, like $25, $30 is a lot for a shirt, right? Obviously, my tastes have changed. Talk about that in a different video. But I think that my point is that like $500 for a shirt seems exorbitant anyway. But I mean, $100 for a shirt is exorbitant. $500 is just crazy. If I can get the same shirt for $100. Yes, it might be secondhand. Yes, it might have been worn by someone else. I try to get them in pristine condition and really good condition, very good condition, so that they're not, you know, whatever, wash them. It doesn't bug me that much, even though I am kind of a germaphobe. It's kind of weird, but it doesn't bug me that much. I don't really think about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, whatever, I'm gonna not think about it. The other thing I sometimes worry about is like buying secondhand. I don't buy secondhand bags and stuff like that because usually you're still gonna pay over retail for the new ones and over retail still, way over retail for the new ones, when you can wait to get it from the store if it's Hermes or, you know, other brands, just get it from the store. And if it's used, you're still, a lot of the time, still paying over retail or at retail for a used one. So I'd rather just get the new one for the same price, wait if I have to. Clothes, since it's also like lower threshold, like it's only like $100 or whatever, this is becoming a discussion. This is becoming more of a sustainability discussion. But clothes, I feel like, even if it is inauthentic, it's like $100 loss versus $10,000 loss, right? And I'm still gonna wear it. I mean, I don't think I've ever tried to authenticate any clothes that I've gotten secondhand. And I wouldn't really care that much if they were. I don't endorse it, I don't condone it, but I wouldn't care if they ended up being fake. Whereas a bag, I would, okay? Because it's a lot more money. And I'm trying to also spend less money on clothes and buy a few more like staple, timeless, classic pieces that I can reuse a lot more, nicer quality, better brands, instead of going crazy like I used to and buy like, you know, like 100 shirts from All Saints or like 100 shirts from Zara, like every color, every style at the time, and just buy them all in my size. Which I have done that, blacked out, shopped and done that, and they're just sitting in my closet, never worn, tag still on. So anyway, all right, that was a very long discussion. So we're gonna do this in two parts because now I'm just gonna